So hello and welcome back to another episode of the Grand Cinnamon. So a couple of episodes back we deboned our very own fish, our kingfish, and in the next episode I showed you one of the many methods to cook it, which is baking. And I really hope you've tried it at home because it is so easy, so tasty. Now in this episode I'm going to show you another technique, a very popular technique, and that is poaching. Now in a traditional French culinary system, you'd poach it in some cold bouillon. So what is a cold bouillon? It is water, acid, some salt. You poach it, and after that you use that fish where you've retained maximum flavor of the fish itself, and you'll top it with a nice sauce, a nice wine sauce or something. In India, we don't need to make a wine sauce. We have our very own curries, and of course it's going to be a Goan fish curry. Now a Goan fish curry, this is how this is not exactly how we make it at home. This is a little more modified, it has a little more finesse. So to make a Goan fish curry, again you have to decide what color you want it. Do you want it yellow or red? Now if you want it red, you will use these chilies, which are Kashmiri Red Chillies. Now what I've done, there are about 8 of them, and I've kept them soaking for half an hour in 500 ml of water. Now in case you wanted a yellow fish curry, you will use this. Now this is called a Goan chili. It's way hotter and it has absolutely no color. So in case you like your fish curries hot, you like them yellow, go for this. I'm going to go with this. This is the Byadgi chili. And don't think this water is going to get wasted. We're going to use this water to make the curry itself. Along with that, we have some coconut, some cumin, turmeric. Now this is at the heart of our dish. This is called a tirphal, also known as a Szechuan peppercorn. Now I didn't know this. I didn't know a tirphal and a Szechuan peppercorn were the same. There's also some tamarind. You will need about a tablespoon of tamarind, a few green chilies depending on how hot you want them, coconut milk. Now turmeric, fish and coconut milk is a match made in heaven. It is the best. You'll also need some onion. This is just one small onion and some garlic. So to start off, we are going to make our very own curry paste. So to make the curry paste, you want all your red chilies, and they're going to go straight into the blender. And this is the beauty. It's a one-shot method. Everything goes into the blender. You get a beautiful curry paste. Now these set of ingredients, we're going to use it later. We're going to use it for the finishing. But the curry paste in itself is really simple. So we have our red chilies. We're going to add a fair bit of garlic. These are about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. Some turmeric. Some cumin. This is half a teaspoon of cumin. This is about 1/4 of a cup of coconut, grated coconut. Now I don't have the space to add the onion yet. I will after I get my first blend. But just so all of this comes together, I'm going to take a little bit of this water, about that much, and I'm going to add it to this. Now into this, hopefully my onion's going to fit. Let's try. So our curry paste is ready. Now what we're going to do is we are going to cook that curry paste off, and we're also going to season it very lightly. So what we're going to do is we're going to develop all those flavors, and in the meantime we're going to chill. Into a pot goes all the curry paste, and in goes this chili water. Now the first thing we're going to do here is bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, you want to take the heat down a little bit, and you want to simmer it till it almost halves in size. Oh wait, I forgot to season. So season to taste, go with about 1.5 teaspoons. As you can see, the curry has gone down to exactly half its volume. So it was at this point, it's gone down to that point. Now this is an indicator where you can believe that enough flavor has been developed. Now at this point, can you simply add some coconut milk, the remainder of the ingredients like your tamarind, and put your fish in it. Will you have a good fish curry? Yes, you will. It'll be very tasty. but we want a little more finesse. We want the curry to be smooth as hell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract all the liquid from the remainder of what we have here, and into that we're going to build the rest of the curry. So for that you want a muslin cloth and another saucepan into which we are going to filter this. And what we are going to do is extract all the liquid, which is going to be a fair portion. I guess this will be done better when the liquid has completely cooled off, because that is hot. Now you're going to get at least a cup worth of liquid, and that is pure flavor. Into that we're going to add 400 ml of coconut milk. So as the curry cooks, it is going to get darker and it is going to come to a color that is more familiar to us. In the meantime, what we're going to do here is bring this to a boil. We are also going to add tamarind pulp. So you're going to go whole and you're going to let it infuse its flavor. For the Sichuan peppercorns, what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 of them, and then we're going to take a back of a spoon. We're going to break it like that. We're going to add it to the curry. What we're also going to do is we're going to take, say, 3 of these green chilies, and we're going to give it a little bit of a poke. We don't want this curry to be super hot. We just want hints of flavor from this green chili. And we're going to let this come together. Now you want to let this gorgeous curry simmer for at least 10 to 12 minutes. And as it cooks, you will see the color change. You want to check it out? Look at that. So this has been simmering. It's just under a boil for the past 10 minutes, and that is the perfect color. So as the curry matures, it's going to get darker, it's going to get better. Look at the texture. It is so smooth. So here I'm going to taste for seasoning. Now it just needs a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little, about half a teaspoon. And now, like every curry, this curry will taste better on the next day. So it is a great curry to make ahead of time, for say for parties. And what you do is you can add the fish the next day, just before service. Now here's the trick to adding the fish. So in a fish curry, you want the fish to taste like fish. If it's going to stay in the curry for a little too long, it's going to lose its fishiness. The curry will get more fishy, no doubt, but it's going to lose its fishiness, and when you have it in your curry, it's not going to taste really nice. So just before service, just about, say you're going to serve this curry, in about half an hour, 15 minutes prior to service, you want to begin poaching it. So you would reheat your gravy, after which you would season your fish. Just lightly season it and add it to the fish curry and let it poach. So how much time does it take to poach? A fish on an average takes anywhere between 4 to 7 minutes. So again, you're going to be the judge of that. The best would be around 6 minutes. You're going to be in the safe zone, but 4 to 7 minutes and you're going to have the softest, the most well cooked fish. Again, in India we do tend to overcook our fish, especially in curries, and this is the way I believe it ought to be done. So I've added about 400 grams of fish to this. You can go up to 500 grams in this portion, but for me this is perfect because it's a family of 4, but my brother is vegan, so this is perfect. So it has barely been 4 minutes, and at this point, because my fish was slightly smaller, and I told you anywhere between 4 to 7 minutes, so at this point I believe my fish is perfectly poached. And let me show you what perfectly poached is. So I'm going to take this piece out. Wow, there we go. Let's take a piece out of this. Look at that. You can still see how juicy it's in there. And that, so it's firm, it's nice and firm, but there's also a bit of a giveaway. This is what I keep talking about. It should be a little spongy. It cannot be hard. Sometimes when you overcook your fish, you tend to see that the insides, right now you see how shiny this is. The inside will just be dry. You can see how dry it is. I'm gonna take a piece of that. Oh yes, it's perfectly done. This deserves to get plated and served with some boiled rice. And there you go guys, that is how you make a perfect Goan fish curry. It is so easy to make, and that is the best part. All you have to do is make a curry paste. There is no sauteing, there's nothing involved. Straight into the blender, a curry paste, give it a whiz. Add your water, reduce it, extract the water, a little bit of coconut milk, tamarind. Tamarind is the hero. Tamarind, coconut, and fish. What a marriage made in heaven. It is just amazing. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you liked my tips on how to poach fish and how to make a fish that is perfect for a curry without overcooking it. And if you liked it, do like, share, and subscribe. Do share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another recipe with seafood. See you then.